Yo, what's up, guys? This should be a fun one. So what we're going to do is build out your project management system and in under 20 minutes. And it's totally customizable. Now, I've used Asana, I've used ClickUp, I've used Monday.com, and nothing compares to Airtable. I've been building out in here for 2 years and helped our clients build out Airtables and processes and systems and team and all of that stuff, and centralizing it into one location around VSLs, around webinars, around paid ads, client fulfillment, data tracking across everything. It's super cool. But if you haven't checked out the task management and delegation system yet, definitely check out that video first, because I'm going to be building this project management system on top of that system. So without further ado, let's just get into it. It's the start of May. This is perfect time. Do some 2-hour sessions with you or with just you or your team, and then plugging this into this system. And what I want to say is planning is a lot like chopping down a tree. Like, if a lot of people are going around trying to chop down that tree and they have a very dull axe. But what planning does is it sharpens that axe so you can cut down that tree so much quicker. So let's hop into it. And I'm just waking up this morning, so bear with me. The talking might not be the best, but let's get right into it. So this is what we built out earlier, about 5 months ago together on YouTube right here. It's pretty badass. You can get it built in under 20 minutes for your task management system. I found it be so much better than Asana, ClickUp, Monday, all that stuff. So let's go in and build your projects board on top of this so we can connect it to these tasks. So right here, I'm going to add in start from scratch and hit a rocket emoji. If it will load, boom. Projects. Sometimes those emojis don't load. There we go. And then I'm going to take all these out. I usually start from scratch when I'm doing a new systems build right here. So what we want to do is give the name of the project first. Rocket project name. Boom. And then let's go in here and add man. Boom. Man who's responsible. And what's really cool about this, I would get your team members in here if you have team members, and then it will connect. They can have their own view of this. So if I go up to our your boards, boom, these are only my stuff, right? This is my stuff right here. And then these are my projects right here. So it only shows us because of current user. This is really cool, but I can switch to somebody else on my team here and see what they're working on and delegate super easily. So the current user field inside of Airtable on the interface side is freaking awesome. So that's why I recommend having your team members in here, but let's get into the rest of it. So we definitely want status. So let me go in here, train status, and I'm going to use a single line text. You're going to use a what do you call it? Boom. Right here. This is what it looks like. You're going to use a single select. That's it. So let me grab, boom, the status right there. And we're also going to add in department, boom, building department. And let's do the same thing as this one. Boom. Perfect. And I want to get target number. Boom. Perfect. Default number 100. So we're always shooting for 100% in terms of these projects, and you can also track the tasks. So I'll show you that in a second too. So pin actual number. Perfect. Awesome. So we got that in there, and then let's go into the period. Boom. calendar period. Awesome. And let's do a single line text and drop this in here. So when you're creating your periods, what we typically do is this is month, 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 quarter, 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 year, year, year. But usually we just use the months for the periods. So that's perfect. Start date. So this automation is pretty cool. Let me just do a rocket emoji. Boom, start date. And then this is automated. So modify or created time, and then just remove the time section. And then this is when it was created on the 3rd. So that's perfect. And you might have a difference between created date and then start date can be different. So start date, boom, perfect, awesome. So you might have a start date. Okay, cool. So we're chugging along here, and then you can tie it to goals, which I recommend, details, all of that stuff. So you guys will not have a goals section, but I just created a video on YouTube on how to create your goals. So for example, if one of your goals is to book in, let's say 100 calls this month, right? Then one of your projects might be launching the new setter SOPs, right? Something like that. So then you would tie the setter SOPs project to that goal. So this is where the magic's going to happen here. So let me put a pin, boom, and say tasks. And what we're going to do is tie this to the task board. Perfect. So what we want to do here is then create a section here, boom, just called project tasks. Perfect. And what we're going to do is filter this by project is not empty. Boom. Awesome. And then we want to group by status. Perfect. So what I can do here is add this to one of the projects. Just add it to that project right there and say task number 1. Boom. And it's due on this date. It will take 5 minutes. Urgency, medium, impact, medium, description, who's responsible for it. It's a top 3 task. And let me delegate it to AJ right there. Okay, perfect. So let me add the emoji up here. Perfect. And then let's group this initial view by period. Awesome. So now we're moving along here. So what we might also want, right, description, boom, do that. And I've found people that, honestly, people that don't work with us usually make this way too much inside of Airtable and don't make it simple, and it just looks fucking awful and nobody uses it. So the main thing here is just keep it simple. Keep it stupid simple in here. So one other thing that we want to add in here is target date. Boom. There we go. Target date or due date, whatever you want to call it. Boom. Perfect. And we'll move it over here. And then let's say this project is launch new setter SOPs. Perfect, which you can just take ours. And then me, and then target date, let's say here. And then target is 100, actual is 0 if it's not started right now. And then let's add in a progress bar. So train, progress, and formula, perfect, target, boom, divided by actual, sweet. And then this is really cool. We can go into formatting, select a percentage, use a progress bar, create values, and inside of here, we can add in a color. So let's say 0 to 50% progress is red. So boom, there we go. So let's say 50%. 50% is greater, perfect. And then we can add in another condition right here. Boom, add in color, perfect. And let's say it is more than 50%, but less than 100%. Boom. And then lastly, we can add in the color green as it is complete. So this will be greater than or equal to 100. Perfect. And then we got a nice little progress bar, boom, right here, just for the progress. So if I update this 20%, boom, I can see it right there. Perfect. And then what we can do is also add in the number of tasks and do a count field right here from the tasks. Perfect. So we can see this has one task. So what we could also do is duplicate this. Boom. This is where it gets really cool. Check. Tasks complete. And then open this up. Status is from the task board, and I'm pointing at my screen right now, is complete. Boom. And then what I can do here is duplicate this again and just see overdue tasks. X. Overdue tasks. Perfect. And by the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to easily go from project to outlining the tasks for the project, right? And there are milestones and different things that you can put in here, but I'm just going to show you, best thing to do is just show you version 1 so you can start rocking out these projects. So overdue, boom, right here. And let me spell overdue right. There we go. And then I can create, boom, pin, train, awesome, task progress. And then I'm going to do the same thing with a formula function and take the completed tasks divided by the number of tasks. Boom. And then formatting, percentage, progress bar, open up, and then colors, boom, red is going to be the same thing. 50 is greater. And then we're going to add color, yellow, boom, is 50 to 100. So it's greater than 50. And then 100. Whoop, 100. Perfect. It's greater. And then green. Boom. Perfect. Is 100. Awesome. Create field. Sweet. So when I move this task to complete, boom, perfect, then that will show 100% on these tasks. So pretty cool. Let's go here, rename this project overview. We can duplicate this and say pin project tasks, boom. And then I can hide all fields here and just turn on the tasks view. So if I just want to see the progress on the tasks, That's perfect. And who's responsible? And then this is super cool. I can open this up and see all the tasks right here in a running list. So that's super helpful. And then what we might also want to do is duplicate this and see this by responsible. So let's go in here, man, man, perfect, responsible, awesome. And then group this by responsible. Sweet, awesome. So we're getting there. The other thing that I would add in here is pin trophy goals. Why are you doing this project? What are the goals? So we have it tied to our goals board, but for right now, boom, just do that. And in here, boom, we can write the objective one, milestones one, resources one. This is how we do project management, who's accountable, and then who's responsible. So we might have 2-3 people that are responsible, but there's one person who's accountable to this, right? Boom, there we go. One. And then we can do all our project planning in here and say goals, boom, increase call booking rate by 20% in the first month after launched. Perfect, sweet. And then we can put in that start date. Awesome, there we go. So there we go. We created version 1 of your projects board. Now let's make it super easy for you to go from project idea to outlining the tasks. There we go. We also might have one thing here. Let's say responsible users, boom, allow multiple users. And let me just do that there. And then this is accountable. So boom, there we go. Accountable, there we go. Awesome. All right, so perfect. You got version 1 of your board, project number 2. Let's put in AJ as responsible. We can also project plan later in the future just by going here to June. These are the project number 3, project number 4. We can also add in sprints. Project sprints. Boom, single select, and we can say current, boom, and then future, future, perfect. And then in here, we can say this is a current sprint, this is a current sprint. Actually, that would not be a current sprint. It's in June. Let's just say both these are current. We have like a project number 5. That's not. And then I can duplicate this and make sure run. This is just project sprints, filter, sprint, boom, is current. And what we would probably do is group this by status. So we know these are just the things due in the next 2-3 week sprints. We find that 2-week sprints typically work the best. But let's say this is due on the 10th and this is on track. Boom. So then we can see these sprints in here in one view and one board. So pretty cool. And then let's create your dashboard. Rocket. There we go. Save. Boom. Go to interfaces. We've got the task management system already built from the previous video. We've got tasks in there, and we want to add another interface. And let's just call it Rocket Projects. There we go. Boom. Go down to blank. I always start with a blank canvas, and then go in here, add the grid view from add element. Projects. Boom. Right there. And let's just put in project overview for now and put in a number at the top. Boom. And let's say projects. Boom. Rocket. Projects. Boom. Total. Usually I like to use gray for total. And then let's say current sprints. So this, select record, sprint is current. Perfect. So let's go into appearance. Boom. Run. Current sprints. Perfect. Let's make this blue. And then let's get this in here. And this is where it can get pretty fun. So let me put in people who are responsible right here. Awesome. Let's put in some due dates for these bad boys. This is going to be due in June. Boom. Perfect. Target date. This is going to be, there we go. And then let's say this is off track. Boom. Not started. Oh, and if I didn't show you this yet, here are the statuses: overdue, not started, at risk, off track, on track, complete, parking lot. So one thing we definitely want to do is go back in there and change some filters. So inside of here, boom, inside of here, filter, status is none of, boom, complete and parking lot. And then what we want to do here too is duplicate this and then put a car and call this parking lot. This is like where we've been working on something, but it went to the back burner, right? Parking lot. And then status is, boom, parking lot. Perfect. And then we don't really want to use a grouping function, but we do want to sort by date, do target date. And let's make the latest, the one that shows up the highest. And then let's just duplicate this again and then check complete. Perfect. And then in here, just go status is complete. Perfect. Now we got the whole board. Now that's looking good. And we'll go back in here. This will be project overview. Perfect. Let me add some text up here first, and then we'll get back into the build there. Rocket project overview. There we go. Perfect. And down. Awesome. And large. Okay, sweet. We got that. And then what we want in here is, let's make sure we got these statuses up in here. 20, let's say 0, 0, 0. Perfect. And let's move the progress bar over a little bit. There we go. That'll be good right there. And target date should be right there. Awesome. So then we got the progress. Let's go up in here and make this progress. right here and make it an average. Perfect. So go up in here and train average progress. Boom. Average. We'll make this yellow. Awesome. And we might want to say check do this week. Let's just put in do this week. Perfect. And then green. And then here, we're going to filter where this is not that. This is going to be the due date is the target date is within this calendar month or calendar week. Actually, let's go with month. Do this month. Boom. Do within calendar month. Boom. And then let's just move this to record count. Cool. Do this calendar month. Perfect. And for the progress, we'll take out the sprints and then that will lower the number. Boom. But that's looking pretty good. And then what we want to do from here is this is where it gets fun. So boom, we're going to move this down and then we're going to change this to tasks and change it to the project tasks. So I got to go to tasks here and then copy from settings, project tasks. Awesome. Now we got it. But we want to group this by project. Boom. Perfect. Awesome. And here is where we can start building out. Boom. Those things. Boom. And pin tasks down. Perfect. Large. Awesome. Let me put a divider in here. Awesome. And then let's say we got project number 2. What I'm going to do is go over here, hit project number 2. Awesome. And then I can start building out those tasks. Now, one thing that I like to do here is remove the completed tasks. So go into this and say status of task is none of complete. Yeah, there we go. So then that dropped out of there. So this is just the tasks that we can outline and that are upcoming. So task number 1, boom, task number 2, task number 3. Awesome. And then we want to have the open field work here. So there we go. And we just want to edit this. Perfect. All right. I love this stuff. There we go. From nothing to something. There we go. Awesome. And then let's say we want to put in outline task for project number 4. Task number 4. Task number 5. Task number 6. So you spend 90 minutes each month outlining these projects, tasks with your team, and then revisit it each week. Then what you're going to be able to do is just delegate like a CEO. Because right here, we could just be like, this is the task. I don't want to do it. I'm going to make AJ responsible for it, and it's off my plate, right? And so this is target date for it. Let's say this will take 20 minutes, medium urgency, medium impact. And then I'm going to give this to Jonathan. And you're going to know more about the task board if you go through when you go through the task video and getting that set up. But cool. And one of the things we want to do here, have an open record, boom, right here, and make sure that all of this is editable as well. Boom, boom. Awesome. There we go. And all of this is customizable and can be rearranged however you and your team want to see it. It's pretty cool. There we go. And then I can see all the tasks right there as well. There's so much more that can be done to this, but here's version 1. And you can add in notes right here, share notes on the project down below. It's pretty cool. And then we might want to add in a filter function at the top here. Boom. Projects, boom. Connect it to each of these. And let's say I just want to see our June projects. So what I can do is put in period and status, all that good stuff. And then I can just see the June ones. Boom, and just shows June. Or I just want to see responsible. Boom. And just see has any of, that's good. Let's publish that. So I'm going to take this out and I just want to see Jonathan's projects. Boom. Awesome. Because we have responsible. We want this to be accountable. There we go. There we go. Countable, perfect. And publish. There we go. And AJ, boom. Jonathan's, awesome. And then if we just want them to see theirs, we can duplicate this. Boom. And say, man, your projects, boom, and put in current user, boom. And now this will just show the current user. So these are just the ones that are assigned to me. And I can open this up, boom, rock out the project, boom, scroll down, rock out the tasks for that stuff, all of that. So I said this was going to be 20 minutes. I think we're running a little bit over, but you can see what we're doing with these. So then you can add in a parking lot section up here. So let's just add in a new board, duplicate. Let's start new. Boom. And add in grid view and add in project. Boom. And add in parking lot. There we go. And then just put text at the top that says parking lot. Car parking lot. Down. Boom. Large. Awesome. Parking lot. There we go. That's pretty cool. Make sure that this opens up. All of that. Boom. And one thing that I want to show you guys as well, version 1, is there are so many automations that you can add to this as well. We created automations for the task board in that video, but let's just create another one. Let's duplicate this one. Boom. Duplicate. Come on. Sometimes it takes a second, but we can just start from scratch. So let's say, okay, there we go. Now I wanted to do it. For an overdue project and making sure that your team is notified for that. Let's just open this up. Let's call this overdue project. Boom. Let's delete this. Perfect. Let's go in here and change the table, project table, take out these conditions, and then in here, due date or finish date is is on or after today, and status is none of, parking lot or complete. Perfect. Update. Then we're going to move it to an overdue task. Perfect. We want to pull the record ID from there. So we're going to take this out, add in, boom, the record ID. That's perfect. And that should work. So I might have screwed that one up, but what I wanted to show you is the power of the automations. So right there, that's how, if you have overdue projects or you want people to be notified, or on the first of every single month, your team members outline the projects or anything like that, basically any automation is possible inside of here. So to recap, we created your project dashboards, and there are graphs and charts and all of that stuff. If you want me to get into that, just drop it down below, #projects, and I'll do another one, a follow-up on this. But here you can easily outline your projects and then outline your tasks, and then all of them are in there. So pretty cool. That's about it for this video. Hope that was helpful. If you haven't checked the goals video or the task video out yet, check it out. They're on the YouTube channel, and hit that heart button, hit that like button. More engagement we get, more people we can reach, and the more people we can help. But we went a little bit over 20 minutes, but hope that was helpful. I'll see you guys soon.